Alright everybody, what is going on? Welcome back or welcome to the channel if you're new. Today we are checking out a new artist. We have DPR Ian. So this was a Patreon request over on Patreon. They did not specify anything specifically, they just said DPR Ian. They didn't say any specific video or performance or anything like that, so I went ahead and I chose 4 MVs from DPR Ian. We have Don't Go Insane, official music video, Dear Insanity. We have DPR Ian, Peanut Butter and Tears. We have Limbo. And we have So Beautiful. So, some quick information, some quick background on DPR Ian. So, DPR Ian, also known as Christian Wu, also known as Rome, is a Korean-Australian singer, rapper, producer, director, and chief editor under DPR Dream Perfect Regime. He is the former leader and member of C-Clown. He officially debuted as a soloist on October 26, 2020 with the single So Beautiful. The fandom name are Dreamers/Salts, super amazing loving team. And C-Clown was a former 6-member South Korean boy group under Yadang Entertainment, short for Crown Clown, which consisted of Rome, DPR Ian, Siu, Ray, Kangjun, TK, and Maru. C-Clown officially debuted on July 19th, 2012, and October 5th, 2015, it was announced that C-Clown disbanded. So, we are going to check this out. Interesting. So we have a former leader and member of a boy group, C-Clown, debuted his own solo stuff a couple of years after his group disbanded, and it seemed like he also set up his own production, maybe, as well, right? So, let's get into this. I'm super excited. Like I said, I don't know what to expect. I don't know what I'm getting into. We're going to start off, first and foremost, with Don't Go Insane. We do have captions. But we're going to...
Just turning my sorrows into pure gold. And I laugh inside, 'cause you won't know. I was here from the moment the lights showed.
Ooh. Very spooky feeling.
Oh, bless my heart when the wolves take
DPR
me
plus
away.
Ian, okay.
Don't fall apart when I come back from the grave. Forget
Ooh.
my charms, I'll never be the same. We've came so far, only to drift away. Oh, bless my heart when the wolves take me away.
Hey.
Don't fall apart when I
Wow, his purple fit there with the checkers, like the checker pattern, looks crazy.
We've came so far, only to go insane.
Ooh, I'm getting like real Beetlejuice vibes. Hey. Oh, there's some really cool visuals in this. Wow.
Stay by my side when the nightmare goes. I've been feeling distant, just way out of control. But I laugh inside, just so you can glow in the dark when it's time for me. So just stay.
Ooh.
Why don't you wanna stay?
Wow.
You just wanna trap me out. Why don't you wanna stay? Oh, bless my heart.
Oh, wow.
When the wolves take me away, don't fall apart. When I come back from the grave, forget my charms.
It's the Green Man. What's he doing here?
We've came so far, only to go insane.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Ooh, funky too. Ooh, piano in the background? Whoa. Ew. This is crazy. Wow. This is wild. Hey. Hey! Ooh, that funky bass. Let's go. I jumped in the desert now? Wow. Okay, let's take it back now. We're gonna turn on the lyrics and really kind of go into this more. Let's see. I have no idea what I just watched, but it tells me not to go insane, yet what I saw was insanity.
I spent my night on melting snow, just
wow.
my sorrows.
I never realized that too, as each time he hits the keys, it transitions into the different, you know, scene.
And I laugh inside, 'cause you won't know. I was here from the moment the light showed.
Interesting. Huh. I wonder if the insanity is like an alternate personality, right? Interesting.
Oh, bless my heart when the wolves take me away. Don't fall apart when I come back from the grave. Forget my charms, I'll never be the same.
This scene's interesting here, right? Because later we see him, like, literally they're about to burn him at the stake, right? Here it looks like charred and ashes, like if his body had already been burned. You know, talking about, and the lyrics hit when I come back from the grave, right? So is this him coming back from the grave, right? Like being in hellfire almost?
Forget my charms, I'll never be the same. We've came so far, only to drift away. Oh, bless my heart when the wolves take me away. Don't fall apart when I come back from the grave. Forget my charms, I'll never be the same.
It's almost like he's, you know, basically, I think, calling, you know, these masked figures, maybe he's calling them like the wolves, and saying that, like, well, he's come back from the grave now, but he's not the same. He's been turned into something different, right? Completely different. So don't cry for him because it's not him anymore.
Came so far, only to go inside.
He sees that. Interesting. This part here looks like, and maybe the patterns are, I mean, it might be reading too much into that particular side of this, but maybe like the different sided clothes are still him, like fighting, like he looks at himself and it looks like he has like darkness surrounding him and he's kind of shocked to it, and something's trying to pull him out of it, but he's still just like stuck in it. What's interesting here too is he's wearing this suit and it looks like he's all covered in dirt, right, and maybe dust. They end up in a desert later on with the Green Man.
Stay by my side when the nightmare goes. I've been feeling distant, just way out of control. But I laugh inside, just so you can glow in the dark when it's time for me. So just stay. Why don't you wanna stay? You just wanna try me out. Why don't you wanna stay? Oh, bless my heart when the wolves take me.
And then it's like, so he's It's like almost he's saying, like, he's pretending to put on a smile, maybe put on a face, in order to, you know, make this person at peace that's trying to pull him back, you know. But they want to see, they're trying to seek him out. They're trying to seek him out instead of just staying, you know, where they're at, even though he's actively warning them not to do so.
When I come back from the break, forget my charms, I'll never be the same. We've came so far, only to go insane.
Oh my gosh. This part's really fascinating. This is like when the darkness has fully embraced him. Hey. What's interesting towards the end here, obviously, is he's switching it from I'm insane to I'm sane. It's like he's pleading with himself, right? And maybe that's what this is. Maybe this whole video is him trying to talk to himself and not necessarily this other person. Maybe it's him just directing it towards him, right? Like saying, no, none of this is real, I'm sane. You know, none of this is actually happening. This was crazy. I like this, though. Very interesting. Alright, so that was Don't Go Insane. Let's check out the next one. We have Peanut Butter and Tears. What a name.
One to the left, one to the right, and one in the middle.
Oh. I don't know about that one. Whoa.
Immediately, something felt different.
Forget that.
And a lot more
Get out of there.
terrifying.
Whoa.
My tooth's been wiggling for you.
Whoa. Visually is some of the most interesting things I've seen in a video before.
It's 5 a.m. and I have to go. The wind is tearing up my eyes.
There's Green Man again.
So dead. I think they're seeing through my disguise. They know.
Okay.
So friendly with strangers. I get so lost in my color. It took me some time. And my tooth's been wiggling for you.
Whoa. There's that, like, Dalmatian almost looking print again. Yeah.
That's the way my better. Look at me in my leather. Something better. Never been so better.
Whoa.
That's the way my better. Look at me in my leather.
The shots and the effects are absolutely crazy in these last two episodes. episodes? It feels like I'm watching a show. I would say these last 2 music videos. And have been just nuts. So interesting, too. So different. Whoa. That's... Huh. Dear Insanity. I'm wondering if this is like... all of these are different aspects of the, mental breakdown cycle, right? Of going insane that he's trying to, like, almost document or just talk about, right? Let's go back here.
1 to the right, and 1 in the middle.
It's almost like reality is, like, shifting, yeah, when you get closer to the store. A lot of green light again. Green was a huge thing in the last one, too.
Something felt different. And a lot more terrifying.
My tooth's been wiggling for you.
Wow. Wow. Interesting, like, with... I'm guessing it was the child version of him. And I wonder if it's like... I mean, maybe they experimented on him, right? They did some testing. They did some stuff to him. Possibly to cause this insanity to, like, take form, right? But I wonder if it was that, or if it was maybe them trying to stop the insanity. I don't know. There's a lot of weird things going on, and I feel like it is obviously like a connection to this vicious cycle that he can't seem to break out of.
Been wiggling for you.
It's like he's not... It's like he's actively embracing the insanity in this, right? As he refers to my peanut butter and your tears, right? At least... you would imagine peanut butter often thought of in the more, favorable meaning, right? So to him, it's like, this is peanut butter for him, right? This is almost like a comfort zone, and someone else is trying to change him, and maybe that's what was going on too. When we saw the younger version of him, it was like them trying to actively stop this from happening, and it just making him actively embrace it more, right? Wow, the transitions are crazy. And at the end, he's like remembering all of it, so maybe it was... But see, then there's this hand that takes a key, and an alarm goes off, it sounds like. So maybe he escaped. Maybe that's what it was. He was like a patient almost in like an asylum type of situation. What's interesting too is like I feel like, I mean, obviously, you know, a lot of K-pop artists, when they do their own stuff, when they really write and have a hand shaping their own music, will put a lot of themselves into it, right? But I feel like stuff like this is definitely more on a personal level, right? It feels like more personal experiences that are sort of intertwined into the story that you're seeing. This has been a lot of like really fascinating stuff going on in the videos so far. And, you know, the sound, if we're talking about it instrumentally, right, normally I would find it to be just okay, right? I'm, you know, like I think he has solid vocals. I think the instrumentation is decent. Has some really good moments with the incorporation of like some funky bass sounds, some good piano sounds. What I think, and this is why I you know, look at these videos differently, is because I think the placement, right, of certain parts of the music video with, you know, the instrumentation really helps elevate it, but also, you know, the when he goes into his, let's say, higher, you know, vocal range, or his lower vocal range, or he adds some sort of inflection, or I guess you could say his own spice to his delivery, it is specifically for a reason. I'm wondering if, you know, a lot of these tracks, I wonder if they have the music video in mind of what they want to do, and then they also, you know, incorporate that into writing lyrically. Obviously, music videos are often done after the fact, right? But it would make sense, obviously, to do that. I mean, you could always go back to, right? You could always go back to the track and mix how you want to interpret what you're saying in the video, so that's another thing. But I'm very curious. Now we have Limbo. It doesn't say Dear Insanity, so I wonder if we're going to get the same thing or something completely different. I was never insane except upon occasions when my heart was touched. Edgar Allan Poe. Okay, so this could also very well be more... Yep, alright. Now this looks... Okay, so this looks like him on the bed prior to when he had all those ashes coming off him in the first track we watched. This looks like the same situation. Then we get ashes falling with snow here, and those same backgrounds. Yeah, same bedroom. Wow, that's very high range he's getting. Oh, it's like going in reverse. That's a nice effect.
I left my heart down in the basement.
Whoa.
Where all the ravens
Those cuts are pretty cool.
picking at what's left of. I took you out of my existence, only to crawl back into your arms, knowing how much it will take away.
Ooh. Wow, this took a turn. Sheesh. Wow, those are some very quick moves too. Ugh.
Do you think we are really dreaming? Can someone tell me where I am? I'm running out of sun. I took you out of my existence, only to crawl back into your arms, knowing it will make I took you out of my existence, only to crawl back into your arms, knowing how much it will take away.
Yeah, that's crazy. This is like a song that's, I guess, kind of interjected into that story, right? It definitely is a part of it, but I don't know if this is like, I don't know what, it feels like it would be, I wonder if there's like, because, you know, sometimes there are other pieces of media that follow a similar type of progression, I guess, if you want to talk about storyline wise, where you have a video, right, that you know, it has everything that's in it. Like, what was it? Is it this one here? Don't Go Insane. Yeah. So Don't Go Insane is your full video, right? It shows the scenes that are crazy, and then you may have other parts of, you know, that same story that are separate, but take specific moments and build on them. So we saw this one. I wonder if there's one, you know, for earlier on in the video, for later in the video, and then, you know, this, you know, Don't Go Insane is like your full product, right? Your full package. Everything else is like almost like a side passage to viewing, you know, how we got each scene. Would be pretty interesting, right? So, well, let's go back. We're going to listen to this again with the lyrics. Edgar Poe, man. Old EAP. What a weirdo. Oh, man. I'm being silly. Right, and that same theme that we've sort of... More wolves talk, more... Also incorporating the tears. Wow. Interesting. This is kind of what I guess I was trying to get to in a way. Limbo, right? Limbo obviously being the place between life and death, right? Which I guess in the case too of Don't Go Insane, we definitely saw that, right? Like, he had been brought back, but was he really ever dead, or did he just touch, you know, have a little taste of it, right? So Limbo is oftentimes cited as being way worse than death itself, right? Because you're just trapped. You know, it's like your soul is trapped in infinite darkness. You know, which I guess could be, you know, like a metaphor for insanity, right? Infinite darkness. Being trapped in it, right?
I took you out of my existence, only to crawl back into your arms, knowing how much it will take away.
That's a hard transition into the, like, bigger sound and the crazy choreo. What I like too is like the vocal distortion and filters that are in place are used in a way to help, you know, point out the story and what's happening in the story too. And that's honestly where I am perfectly fine with vocal filters and you know, the like being used, is when you use it to help convey your message, convey your story, right? I hate when it's used, and obviously a lot of times it's used purely stylistically, right? Which is fine, but I would much rather hear the cleaner vocals. It drives me nuts when groups have that on tracks. They a lot of times too, they'll have it on high parts, on like high notes. And that is what drives me crazy. It's like, why did you have to turn that on there? I would have loved to just hear the pure vocal high note, you know? So, but here, it makes absolute sense to represent like the madness, right?
Knowing it will make me go insane.
Kinda looks like the Crow here. He looks a little, he could be the Crow.
I left my heart down in the basement, where all the ravens take their turns, picking at what's left of. I took you out of my existence, only to crawl back into your arms, knowing how much it will take away.
Yeah. Like I said this too about Taemin, and there's definitely other, if I go back and look, there's definitely other groups that have some videos that do this. But he reminds me of that in the sense of like, it's like his music videos have a whole nother layer of just like very deep messaging, and one that's not easily conveyed. Like you definitely have to try to piece together what's happening, right? So interesting stuff. This is, I mean, I'm enjoying this. I like this. This is pretty cool. I like that we're getting to see this more intertwined storytelling. All right, we've got our last one with So Beautiful. I think this is his debut single. I think that's right, yeah. So we're going to be checking this out. I wonder if this is going to have connection, or if this might be the start of it all, right? Of the look into insanity. So let's get into it.
Before I change again, remind me of the time when I still remembered. I fulfill a comment.
Oh. Whoa. Wow. Okay. Definitely didn't expect this sound to be thrown in here.
I think I got my sight for you. I don't mean to let it through. I thought it through. Now come on, you know I just get confused.
Ooh, that was a cool transition. Oh, that's creepy. Ooh. Stop.
Let's take a trip down a dark lake, baby. Look for me now, I'm not that crazy. Let's talk about what makes you happy, 'cause I know
Ugh. Wow. Ooh. You got some saxophone action? Wow, that's really cool. That's a cool look. Whoa.
Come get your funky love story.
Wow.
I love it when the skies can't sleep. I left a message encased in me. So bye-bye, flawless ending. Come get your funky love story. I love it when the skies can't sleep. I left a message encased in me. So bye-bye, flawless ending. So
Whoa. Whoa. Ugh. Okay, this one we definitely have to go over. I feel like this one had the least visual cues in order to like give you a better idea what's happening. It was more subtle, right? A lot more subtle in this one. So I'll be right back. I'm going to take a quick break, and then we're going to dig into it. We're going to dig into it with the lyrics, and we're going to see how they're auto-generated. Dang. I'm going to see then, since they're auto-generated, if I can maybe maybe I could pull up lyrics, and we'll see what's going on. All right, let's start this over, and we'll see. We'll see what we got.
Before I change again, remind me of the time when I still remember.
That part's so low.
I fulfill a comment. Before I change again, remind me of the time when I still remembered. I fulfill a comment.
Before I change again, remind me of the time when I still remembered. There's a storm. Bro's soaked like he just... But it's inside the house. What I like too here is like the instrumentation gets more erratic, kind of crazy, right? Representing his like mental state. It's like, I mean, is this the start of the insanity concept? It's like almost like he was going insane and now he fully has embraced it, almost.
I think I got my sight for you. I don't mean to let it through. I thought it through. Now come on, you know I just get confused. Come get your funky love story. I love it when the skies can't see. I left a message encased in.
I mean, this feels like the dark side of him, right?
Flawless ending, so beautiful. You're so
Wow. That part's really creepy.
you're so
But it's a cool looking shot.
Let's take a trip down a dark place, baby. Look for me now, I'm not that crazy. Let's talk about what makes you happy, 'cause I know I'm calling for you. Come get your funky love story. I love it when
Yeah,
the skies can't
maybe he's like
see. I left a message encased in.
falling into madness,
Bye-bye, flawless.
right? Like falling into it.
So
He's trying to stop himself. This might be the beginning, right? Interesting. Hold on. Is it? Yeah, it's this part in the water, right? So this is him, like, fully submersed in the water. I wonder if this happened first, right? Because I think he still has his shirt on here. Huh. This is a really cool shot with the different lighting and stuff like that. Plus the instrumentation here, like I said, that sounds like a saxophone. Maybe trumpets going crazy. I wonder if this, like, maybe it's like a relationship that just broke him, right? Because obviously it would make sense if they're in a bathroom and she pushed him in a tub full of water. It would make sense why he's soaked, right? And then this is like his emotions snapping and lashing out in different ways when you see it and stuff like that. Especially if he's, like, traveling on the road here. It's like maybe he's going nuts and he took his shirt off and went crazy and ended up in the middle of the road, doesn't really remember. And then you get, like, the full black and white, this part where I feel like he's just completely nuts, right? And then as we get later on, it's like... yeah, it just feels like this is, like, on the brink of madness. So this has been a pretty interesting marathon to check out. DPR Ian. Very interesting. Very interesting indeed. I liked it. I liked his stuff. I liked what he's doing in his videos, you know? I'll have to check out more from him. And maybe I'll even check out, what was it? Sea Clown? Was that the name of the group that he was in? So... at some point. But yeah, that was it. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you next time. Peace.